and Ford has been good to us in the past. We put a lot of miles on our vehicles, and they hold up for us, Joe.
And it was a long time ago, Mark, but you're still buying Ford trucks from Alexander Ford.
We sure do, and we get the same great service even today at Alexander Ford.
Alexander Ford. We were here for you then, here for you now, and long into the future. A difference you can count on.
How do you take your new rig from this to this and get it ready for this? Bring it to the experts at 4 Wheel Parts, where we'll transform your Bronco with the all-new line of 4WP factory accessories. Whether you want to order the best parts online, shop in store, do the work yourself, or have it built by a pro, all trails lead to the truck, Jeep, or Bronco of your dreams, because nobody knows off-road like 4 Wheel Parts. Do your Bronco right.
If off-road adrenaline is what you crave, we've got exactly what you need. Introducing the all-new Razor Turbo R and revolutionary Razor Pro R. Reimagined from the ground up with the power to push you further, the confidence of next-level strength, and exceptional control for conquering the wildest terrain. The next generation of Razor is here, and it's built for those who live wide open.
Being prepared is the name of the game. You never know when you might find yourself without network connection or if the grid goes down. With a 12-month, $99.95 a month plan, you can get a free iSat phone too. This device is capable of making calls, sharing your position, sending text messages, and can be used as an SOS beacon. These phones can be used almost anywhere in the world. Be prepared in an emergency situation. Communication is key to survival. Contact the Satellite Phone Store for more information.
All right, guys, welcome back. Once again, we are here with your F&L Racing Fuel Fishgistics updates all day today, presented by KMC Wheels. We're here to bring you guys our number 17, hour 17. We're on hour 17 here for the big one, the Baja 1000, going all the way from Ensenada all the way straight down to La Paz. The only way you could go farther is if you went to Cabo, but we're not going to Cabo this year. We're going to La Paz. So, yeah, I see a few of you guys saying good morning. I guess it is good morning. It is 3 a.m. here in San Diego where I am, and it is 4 a.m. if you guys are down in Baja Sur. And some of you guys are watching from Australia. I know there's people from Australia on here, some people from Arizona, all over the place. So pretty cool to see you guys watching. Someone else is watching from St. Louis. It's 5 a.m. in St. Louis. There you go. So cool to see where everybody watches from all over the world, literally. Pretty cool. I'm stoked to have you guys here. Hopefully we're giving you guys some information that can be useful for you guys. It is 10 p.m. in Australia. Oh, somebody's from Lithuania there even. Wow, we got some far countries watching. El Paso, Texas. All right, cool. And thank you guys for tuning in. Let's give you guys some updates, some race updates. So in case you missed it earlier, we did have a couple finishers. The 1X finished first bike. The 5X just finished also. So we have two bikes that have finished, the 1X and the 5X. Looking at the trophy trucks, we have the number 11, Rob McCachran with Luke McMillan driving it. They are currently at mile 990. They are your race leader. Been the race leader for a while since the number 7 was the race leader for most of the first half of the race, and then they had an engine failure, something with the engine plate, all that. It didn't make it past Andy McMillan getting in at about 30 miles. So big bummer for Andy. I know he put a lot of time and effort into this race, and he got in the car and only made it 30 miles, and then they had to took a DNF. Definitely not the way you want your Baja 1000 to go. Andy's had a couple 3 years in a row tough Baja 1000s now, so bummer for him. But that's Baja. What are you gonna do? That's why when you win one of these things, it's that much more special, because it just shows you how hard it is to win, specifically this full pull all the way down. So definitely the one to win. Tavo Vadosala is in second. So we have Rob McCackern in first. We have Tavo Vadosala in second. And then we did just check on Cameron Steele a couple minutes ago. He was at mile 955 about 5 minutes ago. So he's right here. So Cameron Steele is still running in third place behind Tavo. Then in fourth place, we have Larry Rossler, who is the madman, Mr. Baja, soloing the whole race. Him and his co-driver staying in the car the whole time. They have no other driver, no other co-driver, and they're doing the whole thing by themselves. So definitely pretty cool. And he's running in fourth place. So I don't know. And he's not a spring chicken, if you know what I mean. Larry is in his, I believe he's 60 something. It doesn't say on here actually how old he is, but he's got to be in his 60s, right? Anybody know how old Larry Rossler is? And he is running fourth place, almost over 900 miles into this race. So definitely cool to see Larry Rossler running up there. Now this truck, Justin Matney, they did not race the Baja 400. So if you guys remember, the Baja 400 where you finished was your start position for the Baja 1000. Justin Matney didn't race the Baja 400, so he started behind everybody who raced the Baja 400, which means he was way in the back. Now he's come all the way up, and they are literally the fifth truck on the road. So they have passed a ton of trucks today, starting in the back. First, it was Josh Daniel that was in there. Josh Daniel drove the truck until, where did he drive it? He drove it to 495, and then CJ Hutchins got in there, and he's in there right now, and he's going to 930. So actually, he's almost done with his stint. Justin Matney and Kellen Walsh are going to get in the car right over here in Loretto. So one more driver change for the number 4. There's no more driver changes for these other cars in front. It's going to be Luke McMillan all the way to the finish in the 11. It's going to be Tavo Vadosala all the way to the finish. There was a rumor his dad might get in the truck, but when they're running second like this, I don't think they're going to do another driver change. So I'm pretty sure Tavo is going to be all the way to the finish. Cameron Steele, somewhere around here, he's all the way to the finish for sure. Rossler's all the way to the finish. Obviously, he's doing the whole thing. And then, like I said, one more driver change here. Alan Impudia is next. He's all the way to the finish. And then Tim Herbst in the 19. Let's see, did I write down where they were? I had, yeah. So Tim is going to Loretto. So we do have another change here. Tim Herbst is going to get out in Loretto, and Troy Herbst is going to get in the 19. So we do have another driver change coming up for the 19. And then we have the 37L kind of holding it down for the Legends class, just kind of cruising there in front of all the other Legends cars. Then back a little ways, Justin Lofton with Ray Griffith driving. However, they are at 0 miles an hour on a road section, and they've been here for a while at 0 miles an hour. So that's definitely not a pit there. They've been stopped for a while, so they have an issue. Bobby Picoy, I think this is actually Reese Millen in here now because Bobby Picoy did the first half. So this is going to be Reese Millen in the 14. They are moving along. And then Dallas Luttrell in the 87. This is another one that's kind of cool. So Dallas Luttrell is the driver of record. However, this is a Larry in here and not a different LR. So which one is the original LR? That's a good question for everybody. Everybody calls Larry Rossler LR, but the other LR, Larry Ragland, is actually in the 87 right now. Driving, I believe it. He's getting in at Loretto. So he's getting So Larry Rossler Ragland is going to be getting in the 87 over here at Loretto. So a little fact for you guys. One other cool little fact that I found out, thanks to Kelly. 30 years ago today was Larry Ragland's first Baja 1000 win. So how's that? 30 years ago today was his first, on the date today now, because we're in the next day, was his first Baja 1000 win for Larry Ragland. And he's going to jump in the 87 at Loretto, and he's going to bring it to the finish. It doesn't look like they're going to be in for a win today, but that's okay. It's just cool to see Larry Ragland back out here racing and in a trophy truck again. So a little side fact for you there. Pretty cool. 53L Wade Porter, and then back the 29 Maddox Bailey has been stopped for a while. I haven't heard, let me see if we got any updates. They are one of our tracking groups that we're sending this to Bailey. They haven't replied with what was wrong on the car yet, so I don't know what's wrong on the Bailey car. If I find out, I'll let you guys know, but they've been sitting there for a little while. And then we have Mark Post in the 3L back over here. So that is that was Kurt LeDuc earlier in there. And then let's see, who do we got? So Kurt LeDuc drove this car to mile 303, and then we had Ed Herps actually is driving to 935. So this is Ed Herps in the 3L right now. And then after Ed Herps, Mark Post is going to get in at mile 935, and Mark Post is going to take that to the finish. So Mark Post is going to be doing the last leg in the 3L. So there you go. There's some more Hall of Famers for you guys right there. All three of those guys, Kurt LeDuc, Mark Post, and Ed Herps, those guys have all been around forever. So we got a big team effort. Everybody coming back out for the big Peninsula run. It's always cool to see who shows up for the Peninsula runs. They're only used to be every 2 or 3 or every 3 years. And then it was, we haven't had one for a while. I think 2017 was the last one. So it's been 4 years since we had the last Peninsula run. So that's a look there. Robbie Gordon, I don't know where he is. Don't ask. And 16, we just told you where Cameron is. So that's a look at those. Let's look at the trophy truck spec. So they are right here. Got to scroll back up. All right. Another change here. The 200 is now back in front. So Jeff Bader was in front, but they actually got passed, and they've been. I think they have an issue. Jeff Bader is right here at mile 648, and you can see they're at 0 miles an hour, and they just got passed by the 238. Also, so definitely something going on with the Jeff Bader truck. They're sitting at 0 miles an hour. Justin Davis is about to pass them also, and then we have Ryan Hancock to 228 is also coming along. So definitely something going on with the 261. Bummer for them. That is Jeff and Erica Sachs in the car right now. So hopefully they can get it going again. Maybe it's not something too bad, and they'll be able to fix it. Looking at Class 1. You guys hanging in there? You guys still awake? Looks like we almost got 150 people watching. That's pretty good for 3 in the morning. It's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. So Cody Parkhouse is number 100 here, and then the 153 Brad Wilson and Mason Cullen. Same order that it's been for a while. And oh, it's okay. Somebody says Larry Rossler is 64 years old. Thank you guys. All right, so Larry Rossler's 64 years old, and he's trying to solo the whole Baja 1000, and he's running in 4th place right now. So I would say that is pretty impressive for a 64-year-old to be able to do that. Hopefully, I would like to be able to do that when I'm 64 years old, but we'll see. Let's see. Luke just passed the 1,000 mark. Okay, cool. So Luke is first truck to hit the 1,000 mark. Yep, here we go. You can see it right there. He is now at 1,004. So we have our first truck past the 1,000. We got about 230 miles to go. Toby Price update. Yeah, Price update is not good. Toby Price did a great job. Toby Price got in the truck. He drove it to the front, and he was leading when he got out. He was the first car on the road. However, it didn't last very long. The truck is sitting right here on Fred's tractor trail. It is down off the side of the mountain where it's been since Elliot Watson got in it and had a little mishap and buried it off the side of a cliff right here. It's been there for hours. It's going to be there for hours more. They're not getting out of there until today, maybe this afternoon sometime. They're going to need winches. They're going to need all kinds of stuff. That's a mess where they are. So that's your Toby Price update. Toby himself, like I said, did a great job. He did what he needed to do. Just they had a little bit of bad luck after that on Fred's tractor trail. I knew a spec truck would have issues in there, but I was hoping it wasn't going to be them. But unfortunately, Baja bit back on the on that truck, on the Thunderstruck Motorsports truck. So bummer for them. What makes them eligible to be in the Legends class? I forget. I think it's at over 50. I'm pretty sure it's over 50 years old, and I don't even remember. Honestly, I don't pay that much attention to the Legends rule. It's kind of weird, honestly. I would just race the regular class. I don't even know why you need a Legends class personally. I think you have to be over 50 to drive. I don't remember if you have to be over 50 to co-drive also. Somebody on here will probably know the Legends rules better than me. For sure, you have to be over 50 to drive. So you can't have a 50-year-old driver and then have a 20-year-old driver get in and then a 50. They all have to be over 50, everybody in the class. I don't think you have to be over 50 to co-drive because I'm pretty sure some of the co-drivers are closer to my age that I've seen in that class. So that's what the Legends class is. It's for the older guys that don't want to race the regular trophy truck class. They gave them their own class in Trophy Truck Legends. That's what it is. All the same rules as Trophy Truck. It's unlimited. Just the age is the only rule there. Could the piece conquer this year's Baja 1000? Without a doubt. Without a doubt. The piece would already have been at the finish, and we would have already won. However, we probably would have taken the highway most of the way there, but that's okay because now it's called the Sportsman Cut. See this blue line right here? I pretty much invented this blue line. This blue line, the Sportsman Cut, this was cool in 2004 when we did it. So the Sportsman Shortcut has only been around for a few years in SCORE, technically, but 2004 we had the Sportsman Cut down. It was actually the crossover road that we used for the Sportsman Cut. So SCORE is just, they kind of learned. They're like, wow, you know, that was actually a really good idea. It only took them about 15 years to implement it legally, but yeah. So that's your update on if the piece could have won. Thanks for the update on Toby Price. Great to be able to watch this from Australia. Yeah, I know there's a lot of you guys watching over there. So no, your boy did good. He's a legend over there. He's a legend here. We'll just call him a legend. He did really good. So I like Toby. He's a good guy. He did good. I'm glad to see him come back over here. You know, right before the Dakar, because he's got to go to Dakar in what, 2 months. So cool that he was able to. I wasn't sure if he was gonna be allowed to come over here even and do this with his contract, but he got permission, able to come over here, and that was cool. It'd be cool if one of the legends won overall. Yeah, that will never happen. That won't happen. They if you're gonna win overall, you're gonna enter the trophy truck class, because all the guys that can win overall, none of those guys are gonna enter legends. I don't think. Yeah, look at Rossler. Rossler could enter legends if he wanted to, and he didn't. So he's racing the regular trophy truck class. He would be the one that could win overall. That's over 50 years old, that driving the whole thing himself. So definitely cool. All right, class 10. Yeah, we can go look at class 10. Class 10. There we go. All right, class 10. 1046, Ethan Hagel, and 1016. That looks like your new battle. That's a little different than last time, I think, huh? I think it was some of these other guys up there before. But yeah, the 1046 is battling it out right now with the 1016. Look at that. Both updated 1 minute ago, and they're right on top of each other. 733.8, 734.8, 1 mile apart. So pretty cool battle in class 10. And then the 1001 was third, but they're at 0 miles an hour, and that's not a pit right there. So bummer for them. Hopefully it's just a tire change or something. Matt Winslow, 1017, 0 miles an hour. 1075 is moving, and the 1018, 0 miles. So a lot of these class 10 cars are at 0 miles an hour right here. That's kind of weird. That's not a pit section, and a lot of them are having some issues right there, it looks like. The the golf cart class. You guys want to see the golf carts? All right, I'll bring them up. The force induction is right here. Now, okay, look at this. Where did Lambert go? Is he way up here? Where did Lambert go? Uh-oh, do we have a change here? Is that him on the road? No, PJ Jones. Where the hell did Justin... Oh, look at this. Justin Lambert. Okay, he was leading all day. So we have a... look at this. We have a change in the Pro Turbo class. Justin Lambert had been leading almost all day, and it looks like he has had some problems. He's on the highway at Vizcaíno in a pit, but he's actually north of the highway a little bit. So that is definitely not good for Justin Lambert after leading for most of the day all the way down here to mile 630 or so. So change in the Pro Turbo UTV class. We got another race for the lead now. Look at this. We have Phil Blurton now in the lead, and then we have Brandon Sims now right behind him, and then Wes Miller is now in third. So we got a pretty good 1-2-3 battle going on in the Pro Turbo class. I believe that is a Can-Am, Phil Blurton, right? And then we have Brandon Sims as a Polaris, and Wes Miller is a Polaris also, right? So we have two Polarises and a Can-Am battling it out for the lead now. Then behind them we have Jason Murray. I think that's a Can-Am in fourth. And then it comes back here and it gets bunched up again. So we got the 2970, the 2954, Austin Weiland, 2958, 2905, Mark Burnett, and then the 2946. So got a good little battle back here between these five too. Pretty good racing going on in the UTV class, in the Pro Turbo class. Let's check out the naturally aspirated class and see how they're coming along. 1920, he's been leading for most of the day. That's a Honda there. Then we have the 1995, that's Polaris, Caden Wells. And then the 1957, Joe Bolton. I'm not sure what he's in, but it looks like those three. Where did Kristen Matlock was having some issues earlier, and then she got going again. 1914, 1948, 19 there, 1925, Zach Seislove. Yeah, Kristen Matlock is she's pretty much way back here at a pit, pretty far behind now. I'm not sure if she's out of the race or not, but Kristen Matlock not having a good day there in her naturally aspirated car. The UTV Open, this has the new Polaris R in it. Justin Ellenberg is leading. We have Tyler Backus second. Wayne Matlock third. That is in the new Polaris Pro R. Naturally aspirated 2-liter. First time that a 2-liter has been in a UTV. I'm sure you guys all saw the press release and everything about it. Travis Zollinger, that is a RS1, part of the RS1 challenge. And then Josh Herzing, and then this is going to be Dave Cole. Dave Cole, then, he's at 0 miles an hour again. He is just not having a good race. Dave Cole, it's a bummer. He really wanted to come down here and do this, and he was having fun early. We were on here talking to him on the MSAT. He was going good, but he's had so many gremlins on that car. I don't think they had much test time on that car before he got it done. So he's at 0 miles an hour again. Bummer for him. That's not a good race. The good news for him is he's on the highway right there, so his chase crew is easy to get there. But man, he's just he's falling behind, and just I don't know. It's gonna be tough to even make the time limit if he can't get that thing fixed pretty soon. So we'll see. All right, what are you guys saying? Remember, LR just won the 500 this year. Well, kind of won the 500 this year. Actually, Luke McMillan won the 500 this year. But yes, on paperwork, if you go back and you look at it, yeah, it says LR won. But ask LR who won the 500 this year. He will tell you he got 3rd place. All right. So what else? Hello from Nevada. Watch from Australia. All right. Chapo can sweep the Pro Open UTV Series with all race wins. What car is Chapo? Is Chapo Justin Ellenberg? Is that Chapo? I'm sorry, I forget his. I thought that Justin Ellenberg was the shock therapy guy, isn't he? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Which one's Chapo? Maybe I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know all the golf cart guys super well. I only know some of them. So 1870. Okay, 1870 is Chapo. So maybe I was confused. I thought that was the shock guy. I think his name is Justin too, but I think it's Justin something else, right? I don't even know if he races Baja. All right, so that's that 10-car update. We just checked on those a minute ago, but we can check them again real quick. But let's do the 1600 cars first, because we had a good battle here last time we looked. Look at this. So we have Kevin Sanchez, the 1621, and then the 1650. So a pretty good battle with 1st and 2nd place in the 16 cars. And then Eli Yee in 3rd place here. So that's a look at the top 3. 1699 is back here. 1679, back to 1669. They're moving again. That's good. And let's see. Oh, Justin Smith is shocked there, but you're right. I knew it was Justin something. So that is okay. So Chapo is the one that's winning the Open class. Do you have any splits with the spec? No, sorry, I don't have any splits, but Justin Davis is probably pretty close to the lead, honestly, because of how far back he started. So I wouldn't be surprised if Justin Davis is in the lead on time in that class right now. Definitely, he's if he's not in the lead, he's within a couple minutes of the lead. But I think he's actually within the lead. Class 10, if you just joined us, somebody was asking, it's Ethan Hagel and Haram in the 1016. They're neck and neck right there, the 1046 and the 1016. And then it's the 1001 and the 1081. That's your top 4 right there. All right, we're going to look at the Class 11, and then I'm going to sign off. And these updates get a little bit shorter as we get farther in the race, because honestly, I'm tired of talking so much. So we're going to give you guys a little bit more, though. Class 11, we're going to go back up. All right, Class 11, how many we got moving? Oh, okay. So check this out. This is kind of weird. So this is Fred's tractor trail, right? So I don't remember if they were, hang on, I'm going to look. Were they allowed to go, I don't remember if they were allowed to go around this or not. Yeah. Hang on, there was some sections. I'm being told they were. Let's see. Yeah, they cut Fred's tractor trail. Okay, so the 1104 missed the memo that they don't have to go on Fred's tractor trail, which is kind of a bummer for them, because now they're stopped on Fred's tractor trail when they didn't even have to go there. They could have gone on the highway right here with the 1111 and the 1145 got the memo, and they're going on the highway. So bummer for the 1104. Maybe somebody can tell them, if any of you guys know the 1104, they're screwed now. Never mind. You're not allowed to go backwards on the course, so that they can't come back out of there. They're going to have to do Fred's tractor trail. That's why you guys should always keep up on the rules. You always got to go to the driver meeting. You got to pay attention, because the 1104 did not have to go in here. Major bummer for them. That's a big mistake that they made right there, and that might cost them a lot of time by going in there. The 1165 is still coming along. 1196, Alex Gonzalez, look at this. They're catching back up even after changing the transmission, making up time. The 1113, so we really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 cars that are up front, because the 1104 is screwed. They're screwed. So the 1104 is, I'm not even going to count them now, because they're going to be hours in there. They messed up. The 1156 is still moving. That's good. And then we got a bunch back here that are kind of moving just a ways back. So a lot of the 11 cars are moving. They're just, some are a little far back. Definitely we have some that can make it within the time limit. They're at mile 400 here. So that is a third of the way. And we are not a third of the way on time. So very good. The time limit is 50 hours. We would have to be more like 15 or 17 hours. Yeah, like 17 hours, maybe something like that, to be the third of the way. So we're looking good. I don't want to jinx it, but we're looking good for the class 11s, and it gets faster as we get down south more. All right, so that's going to do it for this hour update. It is now 3:30 in the morning. We will be back at 4 o'clock with your next update. I haven't been posting a lot of pictures or stuff on social media because it is the middle of the night. Honestly, no one's really awake, and it's hard to see these cars at night. So haven't been able to get much pictures or video, but we're keeping you guys updated here. In only about 2.5 hours or so, we're going to be in the light again. And actually maybe before that, 2 hours, we're going to be light again down south, and then hopefully we can get some more pictures and video coming to you guys. I'm still thinking, let's go look at the front again real quick before we sign off. I'm thinking around 8 a.m. Pacific time or 9 a.m. La Paz time is when we're going to get the first finisher. So they have 200, literally just about 200 miles to go. That's going to be 4 hours or so. That would be 7:30 here. So it might be as early as 7:30. This course gets pretty quick right here. But then it's really slow at the end right here. This bottom section. This is slow and tight and technical. You go down the steps. It's slow there. So 7:30 we could have a winner. So if you guys know anybody that is sleeping, make sure you wake their ass up by 7:30 if they want to see the finish. Could be as early as 7:30. I'm going to guess between 7:30 and 8 we will have a winner based on where these cars are right now. Will it be the 11? Will it be the 21? Will it be the 16 who's in here? Or will it be somebody else? I don't know. We'll see. All right. We'll see you guys back here in half an hour.
Shop for your rig and save big during 4-Wheel Parts Season of Savings. Save up to $350 and free installation offers on tires. Buy 3, get 1 or 2 free on select wheels by 4WP Factory and ProComp. Plus, deals up to 25% off on suspension, overland, and accessories. And don't miss on your chance to win a free 2022 Jeep Gladiator or Boxo Toolbox. Shop now in one of our 100 stores nationwide or at 4WP.com.
If off-road adrenaline is what you crave, we've got exactly what you need. Introducing the all-new RZR Turbo R and revolutionary RZR Pro R. Reimagined from the ground up with the power to push you further, the confidence of next-level strength, and exceptional control for conquering the wildest terrain. The next generation of RZR is here, and it's built for those who live wide open.
Mark, why does the Growers Company buy Ford? Is there any particular reason for that?
Yes, we do, because we depend on a good product, and Ford has been good to us in the past. We put a lot of miles on our vehicles, and they hold up for us, Joe.
And it was a long time ago, Mark, but you're still buying Ford trucks from Alexander Ford.
We sure do, and we get the same great service even today at Alexander Ford.
Alexander Ford. We were here for you then, here for you now, and long into the future. A difference you can count on.